Hello and good evening. Yes, you are back live with the crew, and thank you so much for being back with me. Well, still doing so much work around the property that it's been tough to get a video done during the day outside when it's nice and sunny under a rock with the dogs. So we got to shoot it here. The roof's almost done though, so we're looking good. Thanks for asking. We sit on a time and in the history of man that is going to become very obvious to all of us, in particular the XRP Army. And I say that because we have a series of this documentary coming out, Unleashed, that is going to affect many people's lives around the world. In so many different ways, and the exposure of the honesty and the truth behind a lot of the back dealings of some of the crypto and the way it's been suppressed and the way it's been handled, in particular the way the previous regime had its boot on its neck, was just like, can we just come up for air, just to give us a little breather every now and then? If we could just get some honesty and get somebody that would actually just say, we want this technology to flourish in its free area. I'm not completely hopeful that we're actually going to get boosted or promoted. Seems like we could, but I'm just going to say, just get off our back and let us thrive. And that's really what I want to talk about here. We're at the single biggest point, in my opinion, in a historical sense of crypto. Yeah, it's 15, 16 years old, but where we're at right now is what you're going to remember. You're not going to remember the previous 15 years. This is my guess. You're going to look and you're going to say, wow, that was the moment. That was the time. Not just the movie coming out for all of us in the Army and the XRP family that we all are. There's things happening around the world, and I'm going to share a few of those with you. See, gold right now is on the decline. And I know it's been going up, and it's probably going to go back up. And gold has not lost its luster, if you will. Gold is still going to be significant. But the fast horses are on the track now. And it's pretty obvious that the track is crypto. And it's pretty obvious the new US regime, anyway, is in favor of it. And it's pretty obvious that the people that own it are pretty happy in the last week or two. Not just because numbers go up, but because we have people that believe in it. And all we ever really needed was an honest ear in the room. That's it. Just give us honesty. Just give us, let us tell you what this tool, these mechanisms can do for you. And let me show you a better future. And those doors are open. And they're opening all over. And not just in the US. I wrote a few of these notes down so I wouldn't mess these up. Gold is on the decline, and I think there's an obvious reason for that. But the biggest one in the room is that it doesn't transfer well, and it doesn't go over the internet, and it can't really store it on a phone. Those are just such simple things that has been a big argument with a lot of the gold bugs versus crypto bugs over the years. I own them both, full disclosure. I own them both, but that's a big key factor going forward. I just don't see 8 and 10, 15-year-old kids actually, even thinking about trading those coins in the future. Could be completely wrong about that. There's transactions happening all over the world. These transactions are being done in more fluid and more often than they've ever happened before. And these transactions are gaining the momentum. And these are, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be XRP, whether it be Cardano, whether it be whatever your top 10 coins or whatever things. But the ones I'm talking about are these stable coin mechanisms. And I know USDC and Tether is a big war and the whole battle. I just want everybody to understand that Russia is now transacting in their oil supply, selling their oil and receiving Tether in return. And yes, Tether is backed by the US, dollar and Bitcoin. And they're like, well, that tells me that they believe in crypto. That means that they've checked through the whole thing. And unlike the US dollar and the US treasuries, they could stop those with the SWIFT system. They could shut it off and they could close down that thing, and they got stranded. Russia lost, I don't know, whatever it was, $700 million or $1 billion. Nearly $1 trillion was seized from them, and they couldn't transact. Well, now they've done their homework. They've looked into crypto enough, and everyone's saying, oh, well, it's this Trump thing. It's bigger than that. Russia and China are now taking stable coins in payment. This is huge. This is really big. These times are changing, and they're here. And you know that, and I know that. But certain things are going to come out over the next couple of weeks in this movie and some things. I haven't seen the movie. I am going to the premiere in Los Angeles. If you're going to be in Los Angeles to the premiere on the 19th, please come up and say hello. I'd love to see you guys. It's going to be a brilliant night, and it's happening all over the U.S. But some of the facts that are going to come out in this movie are going to explain to public, anyone willing to go watch the movie, that it hasn't been a fair playing field. And that's all we've ever asked for, right? That's all we've ever wanted. But today, XRP bounced off my favorite number, 74 cents. And it went up today more than other coins yesterday, last night, and today. And I was asking myself, why is that? Why is it moving when all the other ones moved already and now this one's moving? Well, I've told you in the past what I honestly and truly believe. And I know this to be true because I've seen it happen with other coins. People get inside information. People get a tip. They hear something. They know something. And then it spreads to their friend. But I'm talking about people, not being the people like you and I in some chat room. I'm talking about people at the top of governments. People at the top say, hey, you might want to look over here because we're talking about doing business with that person next, that coin next, that network next. We might be using RLUSD tomorrow or the next week or the next month. You might want to go ahead and secure some of these XRP coins. You should really look into these things, because what people ask me all the time, Allan, how come everybody else goes up and XRP doesn't go up? And I always tell them, XRP has an army behind it. That's you and I. It has people that understand the fundamentals. It's a fundamentally traded coin, more so than any other coin out there. All other coins are traded on a technical analysis, okay? The TA traders are not trading XRP because the thing never moves. Never. And when it does, it goes up a couple and down a little. You need volatility if you're going to be a day trader or a trader trying to, hey, I see a direction. It looks like it's going this way. I'll play it. Not enough volume, not enough velocity, not enough of all the things that we've heard for all these years. Volatility is bad, Allan. You don't want volatility in your crypto. No, that's why XRP doesn't move. And so when it started moving yesterday, I thought, is this just a lag effect? Or is this the effect of people who have maybe possibly, I don't know, finally heard through the grapevine that there's some really good product out there that they didn't know about yet, and their bank's going to use it, their banking network's going to use it, people are going to actually start using RLUSD for purchasing things when it comes out, and there's already a market for it, we already know that. All of these factors are factors in which you and I understand and the public is yet to see. And this, in my opinion, when XRP moves, it's not going to move alongside all the other coins. It's going to move on its own. And when it moves on its own and when it really starts dominating the market in percentage-wise, opposed to other coins, that's your key. That's your ticket. That's your knowledge. That's when you know your insider information as of what I just talked about. Somebody at the top knows something the little guy doesn't. And more so with that coin than any other coin out there for reasons I just explained. I want to talk about why oil and gold are going down in value. They're going down in value because they're not digital. And I know that sounds crazy. And oil's not going away and gold's not going away. Concrete isn't going away, right? But why is copper going down? Why is oil going down? You'd say, well, the economy's slowing down. Of course, Allan. It's bigger than that. What you and I don't see every day is the liquidity's coming back into the market. But when the liquidity comes back into the market and they start putting more digits out into the market, it's finding new homes, new places to reside. Unlike the old days where it would just go straight into industry and we got to produce something with oil and you have to make something and you got a brand new widget. If you can't hold it and you can't use it and drive it, it's not a widget. Well, new widgets being digital. That market, that crypto market in the last few days has shown its strength and is not going away. Is not going away this time, guys. This is a steady, increasing bull run that is going to blow people's minds. Just my take, my show. I don't know. I get a lot of it wrong. I'm wrong often. But I'm telling you, you and I know too much about what's going on, what all the banks are going to use, how they're going to transact, how it's going to work in our favor in the future. And that's what you and I know that the big guys don't know in all the secret rooms that are sitting around going, oh, I heard this thing, we should share it. Oh, I'm sworn to secrecy. Hey, by the way, Bob, you should maybe pick some of this up over here. Yeah, exactly. That's where we're at right now in this market space. That with the production of the movie, and I'm going to just say maybe there's some political regime coming our way that is actually going to believe in crypto instead of suppressing it. And you and I are always looking for just a crack in the door. Just honesty. That's all we ever asked. That's all we ever needed. That's what we want. We know the power of the utility of it. We know that. Just let us try our little utility out and see how it works for everybody. And when everybody gets a little taste of it, they're not going to want to go back to the old analog banking brick and mortar. They're not going there. That's why oil is down. That's why gold is down. That's why crypto is up. And yes, they're not correlated anymore. And don't tell me it's correlated to the stock market because you're absolutely wrong. Okay? The fact that they both go up at the same time does not mean they're correlated because they're not. All you need to do is listen to Mr. Larry Fink tell you on Bloomberg and MSNBC, look you right in the eye and say, we're going to tokenize everything, which is going to tell you right there, you only need to know that everything that's analog or physical is going to get tokenized. And I know you can't possibly wrap your mind around how that's going to affect every physical thing on our planet. It already has. The only thing it hasn't truly conquered yet is currency. And now, that's where we're at. All right, guys, I love you very much, and I hope you enjoy this content and really have a great time out there, because if you're going to these premieres, have a blast. You're with family, you're with friends, and you're with the Army. Love you guys. I'm out. What a week we had. We're going to have hundreds of these weeks coming forward.